Elastic efforts throughout the year for personal, caring service. Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
For more than 80 years, GMB has lived its mission to help customers achieve their financial dreams. Supporting the communities where you live, work, and play is important to us because that's where we live too. It's where we provide great service, sound advice, and solutions to meet your financial needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
KMCH Sports is brought to you by the KMCH Sports Boosters. Now, with all the action, here's Bill Logan, Aaron Plain, and Jamie Vaskey.
Hawks, and really it's going to be, the little things in these types of matchups are what make the big difference. Turnovers, time of possession, taking care of the ball, things like that. And hopefully the Hawks clean some stuff up from last week and come out tonight and get the victory.
The West Delaware Hawks, they come in here ranked. The Hawks are ranked number 5 in the state in Class 3A. Creek-Amana ranked number 8. And you talk about top 10. How about one of the top 10 statisticians in the state of Iowa, Bill Logan, down on that West Delaware sideline. Bill, should be a great matchup here tonight between the Hawks and the Clippers. But as you saw last week, a lot of people saw at homecoming, the Hawks have to clean some things up coming into this game.
Take care of everything that they practiced on all week. And in my opinion, there's no coaching staff gets their kids more prepared, going into a game on Friday night than the West Delaware staff. They put a lot of time and effort into scouting everything out and then relaying that to them. And they get the scout team in practice, give them a great look all week long. And fortunately for the Hawks, it kind of worked out a little bit, and we got St. Louis and Creek-Amana back-to-back, because it's going to be a little bit like last week in the fact that they're going to be run, and even if it's scored long, they're probably still going to run. They just don't pass. They pass about 8 to 10 times a game. So the Hawks are going to have to defend and just win that line of scrimmage.
Well, Bill, I said you were the top 10 stat guy, but for us, you're number 1, buddy.
Well, that's top 10. There's a lot of schools in the state, so.
There is. I was being very generous.
Yeah, you were.
All right, good luck tonight, buddy.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Bill Logan down on the West Delaware sideline. Tonight and every night as we've got the West Delaware Hawk offense coming for you. I'm not sure. We didn't have a coin toss yet, so we'll go through the Hawk offense up front for West Delaware. Brady Antones, Nolan Linus, Sam Johnson, Caleb Zeezer, and Caleb Sparks. Your backs and receivers are Tyler Kelly, Mitchell Nagel, Cameron Cook, John Nagel, and running back Caleb Curley for senior quarterback Tanner Wetzel. Defensively for the Hawks up front, John Nagel, Logan Marsden, Troy Monahan, Harrison Goebel. Your linebackers are Logan Wynn, Grant Morris, and Caleb Sparks. Corners are Logan Madlam and Casey Wenger. Your safeties are Tyler Kelly and Drew Rubenup. Offensively for Clear Creek-Amana, up front they have Carter Hurdles, Max Moore, Ethan Taylor, Riley Burks, and Will Swanka. Receivers are Tate Thompson, Corey Siders, Kobe Schlotman. The running backs are Jared Eckery and Matt Bremeyer. And for quarterback, Ashton Carpenter. Defensively up front for Clear Creek-Amana is Cole White, Ethan Taylor, Max Moore, and Tanner Cochran. Linebackers are Jared Eckery, Matt Bremeyer, and Grant Mugen, Dylan Shealy, Tate Thompson, and Cody Siders are your defensive backs. We'll be back for the opening kickoff right after this. You're listening to West Delaware Football from KMCH Sports.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
In sports as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Athletes strive for excellence during competition. F&M strives to exceed clients' expectations. Whereas athletes and teams focus on the score, F&M focuses on the success of our valued clients, one relationship at a time. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
Back into Tiffin, Jamie Vasky, Aaron Plain, Bill Logan, and spotter extraordinaire tonight, Zach McCool, along with you as we're set for West Delaware football. We've got the coin toss coming up. Players from both teams heading out to the field, midfield, to get this thing underway. We will keep you track of all of our area scores that we have going on tonight. Some great games. Western Dubuque's at North Scott. Independence is at Cedar Rapids Xavier. Beckman is at North Fayette Valley. Monticello is at Waukon. Cascade is hosting Owine tonight. Anamosa is at Mount Vernon. Maquoketa Valley travels to Guttenberg to take on Clayton Ridge. North Lynn is hosting Alburnett. East Buchanan's at Postville. And our area online and playback game of the week is Starmont at Edco for Homecoming 2016 in Edgewood. So we'll keep an eye on that one. You can tune into KMCH.com right now to listen to that one with Kevin Shookman and Dan McClain as they have Edco hosting Starmont for Homecoming, as Creek-Amana will defer to the second half. The Hawks will receive the opening kickoff. So we'll see this West Delaware offense hit the field right away as they will defend the north goal, as the Hawks come out in their road uniforms, the gray pants, the white tops with black numbers and orange trim, gray helmets with the orange WD on the side. Clear Creek-Amana in their home blue uniforms. They've got blue pants, blue tops, white sleeves with the white numbers, and blue helmets with white numbers along the side. Should be a good matchup here, Aaron. We talked about it. The top offense in the state in West Delaware, taking on the best defense, one of the best defenses in the state in Clear Creek-Amana.
Yeah, and you got to figure, both sides are going to have big moments. Clear Creek comes in here only giving up 22 points in their first 4 games total. So, averaging 5.5 points, giving up 5.5 points a game. Hawks come in averaging somewhere, I think, just north of 40 points a game. So you're right, Jamie. Something's got to give, and the little things, keeping drives alive, converting on third down, not turning the ball over. Those are the things that are going to be huge tonight for the Hawks in order for them to come out with a victory tonight and keep their undefeated streak going.
22 points is all. We gotta fix some equipment here. We got pelted with a T-shirt launcher up here. We got to get some things cleaned up here, as that thing had some power. Shot it right up in here into the press box, took out our phone. We're knocking stuff over. But we're ready for high school football here tonight. As I should have known when I looked up, saw everybody looking in this direction, that something was definitely on the way. But we're all set. We're good to go as the Hawks will receive the opening kickoff. But anyway, as I was saying, 22 points is all the Clippers have given up this season defensively. So they have definitely played well on the defensive end of the ball. The Hawks will return, receive the opening kick, and deep to receive for the Hawks is Grant Morris and Mitchell Mangold as they stand and wait at their own 5-yard line as set to kick off for Clear Creek-Amana. As kicking off is going to be Nick Word for the Clippers. And one thing they should take note of is I think 4 or 5 out of the 6 touchdowns that the freshman team scored for Clear Creek-Amana, they kicked an onside kick. Excuse me, this is number 88, Tyreek Williams kicking off. As it is an onside kick, it's picked up by one of the West Delaware frontmen, as it's Harrison Goebel who picks it up at his own 46-yard line. As the, I don't even know what they threw. Was it flour, baby powder? They threw at the Clear Creek-Amana student section. There was a cloud of smoke down here in front of us as the game kicked off, but the Hawks will come out. Tanner Wessels to lead things off here as the Hawks will start the pistol formation as Wessels is 5 yards off the ball. Behind him, about 2 yards, is Caleb Curley. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Hawks, as Wessels will give to Curley to start this game. And Curley's got some room. He's got it at the 45 down near the 40-yard line of Clear Creek-Amana. And a first down for Caleb Curley as he's brought down by Dylan Sheely. And that's a first down for West Delaware. First of the game on the ground as the Hawks come back to work. They give to Curley once again. He bounces off his left, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down out there. Is coming up with the tackle that time was David Jensen. And it's 2nd down and 9 after a gain of 1 by Caleb Curley. The first play, Jamie Tanner handed it off to his left. The second time, Caleb came to his right, and Clear Creek did a good job of stuffing him at the line. They give to Curley once again, right side. He bounces up. He's at the 30, down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line as he's going to be brought down out there. Number 50, Cole White, makes the stop, but it is a first down, West Delaware. First down for the Hawks, their second of this ball game, second on the ground as they come right back set. Wessels keeps it himself. He's down to the 25, inside the 25, still moving forward as he runs into a whole host of tacklers. Is bringing him down is Sheely once again, as that's Dylan Sheely. After Wessels picks up 5, it'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Hawks. Just underway, first quarter, 10:50 left to go. Hawks their first drive of the ball game, and here comes Wessels. The give is to Curley once again. He's got it down near the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 17, is where he's going to be brought down by Tanner Cochran. But it is good for a West Delaware first down, so another first down, third of the drive for the Hawks. You got to figure, Jamie, that Clear Creek hasn't seen an offensive line as talented as this West Delaware offensive line. Wessels comes set. They give us to Curley once again. He's got some room. 15-10. He's going to go into the end zone for the Hawk touchdown. And is there a penalty marker? A late penalty down that far sideline, which is unfortunate for the Hawks because Curley, even without that hold, would have had room to run in for the touchdown as nobody was around him. It is holding against the Hawks, their first of the game, so that will negate the touchdown run by Caleb Curley, the first penalty of the ball game for the Hawks. As it was John Nagel on the hold for West Delaware, 10:25 left to go, as it's going to be first down and 13 here for the Hawks. They have it at the CCA 20-yard line, as they're going to give to Curley up the middle, and he's wrapped up, and he gains a couple, but he's going to be brought down out there by Tanner Cochran. After a gain of 2, it'll bring up 2nd down and 11 here for the Hawks with 10:08 left to go in this first quarter. So again, we've had this a lot this season where the Hawks have had some, and then here comes one on the backside, and it's going to be caught, because I didn't see who caught it. Wessels pass, Curley. Wessels' pass was deflected, and back to Caleb Curley as he brings it back to the 20-yard line. They're going to lose a couple. It'll be 3rd and 13 here for the Hawks, as Curley caught that deflected pass and got us back to where he could, which was the 20-yard line. So now the Hawks get the play in. 9:30 left to go in this first quarter. First drive of the ball game for either team. Trips to the left for the Hawks. Pistol formation. They throw the screen pass to Mitchell Mangold. He's going to be down at the 17-yard line, 16-yard line, excuse me, as he's going to be brought down out there by Tate Thompson. And it'll be 4th down and 9 here for the Hawks.
And the Hawks are kind of in that territory, Jamie, where it's probably a little too far for a field goal. So Hawks are going to go for it here on 4th and 9.
Pistol formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 tight end on the right. The Hawks will throw. A lot of pressure coming. Russell running. He's got a man in the end zone overthrown, looking for Tyler Kelly. And that pass falls incomplete, and the Hawks turn the ball over on down as Clear Creek-Amana takes over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line with 8:54 left to go in the first quarter.
He had Tyler open. If he would have just wouldn't have put too much smoke on it there, I think he would have had him. But nonetheless, good opening drive for the Hawks. They showed they're able to move the ball in Clear Creek. Now that defense comes on the field, hopefully we can get a stop here and get the ball back.
1st and 10, Clear Creek-Amana, and Ashton Carpenter takes over with that wishbone formation. They're going to run it out of the shotgun formation. 3 receivers right around Carpenter. Carpenter keeps it himself. He comes up, and Harrison Goebel wraps him up around the neck after a short gain. High tackle there by Goebel, but a nice job. It's a gain of 2 by Ashton Carpenter, and it's 2nd down. Now they give him just over a yard, so 2nd down and 9 here for the Clippers as Carpenter comes back set. That shotgun formation, but again, two backs, one on his left, one on his right, and 1 behind him. As Carpenter is going to give to the first man through, as that's going to be Corey Siders, and he's going to be wrapped up out there, coming up and making the stop. As that was Siders, and he's going to be brought down out there. I believe it was Sparks that got in there and brought him down. He's up to the 21-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5 here for the Clippers. 8 minutes left to go first quarter, still scoreless here. As they come back set, 1 receiver to the left. As Bill mentioned, they run a lot, as only 41 pass attempts this year by Carpenter. They run option to the right. Carpenter keeps it himself. He fights for it, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. Nice job there by the Hawks as Troy Monahan and Caleb Zeeser combined on the stop there for the Hawks, and it's going to be 4th down, 4th and 3, and they're going to send the punt team out.
Nice job by that Hawk defense, Jamie. Just reading the blocks and getting in there and just dropping them and forcing a punt here early in this first quarter. So good answer from that turnover on downs there by the Hawks.
Wibbenut and Mangold set to receive the punt from Tyreek Williams. It's going to be Mangold at his own 44-yard line. He's going to push forward, crosses midfield, and the Hawks will start in Clear Creek-Amana territory. The Clipper fans over here want some personal foul call over here. So just a little pushing and shoving over here in that huddle. But it'll be 1st and 10 West Delaware at the Clear Creek-Amana 49-yard line. 7:06 left to go in this first quarter. And we're still scoreless here as both teams have had possessions. The Hawks turn the ball over on downs at the Clear Creek-Amana 16-yard line. The Clippers just going 3 and out there. So the Hawks take over here as they go 2 receivers to the right in a shotgun formation. They send Mangold in motion, and they're going to jump offside. False start by the Hawks. Penalty there. Their 2nd of this ball game, 2nd on offense, I believe. They jumped off false start, illegal procedure against the Hawks, so it's going to be 1st and 15 back at their own 46-yard line now. As they, same formation, they're going to run shotgun. Quick pass to Mangold. That screen pass is set up. He's got it at the 48-yard line, and that's where he's going to be brought down. Gain of 2 there, and they'll bring up 2nd down and 13 here for the Hawks now. As having a hard time moving the ball down the field here as they have the ball back at their own 48-yard line as Wessels comes set pistol formation. 2 receivers stacked here on the near side of the field as the Hawks go to our left, to our right. 1 receiver to the left. As they're going to throw the screen to Mangold, he can't catch it. He can't come up with it. It's incomplete. As it's incomplete, it'll bring up 3rd down and 13.
And just, first 2 plays here, Jamie, of the second possession for the Hawks, just kind of Clear Creek's doing a good job of just sending everybody, bringing the house. So
empty backfield for the Hawk. Wessels looks to pass. He's going downfield. He's got Kelly wide open. Drops it in and out of the hands of Tyler Kelly at the Clipper 21-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th down and 13 for the Hawks. He had it, just couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, and Tyler got behind the defense there, and had he hauled it in, he probably would have went into the wall, thrown ball there by Tanner too. So just unfortunate for the Hawks. And, you know, we saw that last week. Too many drop passes last week for the Hawks, and we see it again here as Wessels will punt. It's a low punt, a good bounce, wobbly kick. It's going to go down to the Clipper 10-yard line, and the Hawks will pick it up at the 7-yard line as Caleb Curley picks that one up. Nice punt there by Tanner Wessels, and the Clippers will take over 1st and 10, their second possession of the game. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow morning and find out what all the area coaches have to say about tonight's games on the Coach's Corner, 9 a.m. with Mike Johnson right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH. After the Coach's Corner, we'll get you right into Hawkeye pregame show with the Hawkeye Radio Network as the Hawkeyes have homecoming tomorrow against Northwestern. Carpenter is going to hand off. There's a lot of motion up there as they gave it to the first man through. That was Cade Gallagher, but it is going to, I believe it's going to be a legal procedure against the Clippers. It is. So back them up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 back at their own 2-yard line. Or 4-yard line, excuse me. So the first penalty of the game for Clear Creek-Amana as it's 1st down and 14. Carpenter gives to the first man through, and they're going to blow the whistles once again. A legal procedure once again, so that should back them up to the 1-yard line. And it'll be 1st down for the Clippers. As the ball rests just past the 1-yard line with 6:20 left to go in this first quarter. As Carpenter comes set with 3 backs and the wishbone behind him. They're going to give to the back on the right side, and I believe this is Brimeyer. As Gobel's going to wrap him up and bring him down, and that was Matt Brimeyer on the carry for the Clippers as he brings it out past the 10-yard line to the 11. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 here for the Clippers at their own 11-yard line. As they come quickly back set, wishbone formation under center is Carpenter. As he's going to hand off, this is going to be Brimeyer again. He barrels his way up the middle before he's brought down out there. Harrison Goebel in on the stop again. Caleb Sparks right there to help him out. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1 as he picked up about 5 yards there to bring up 3rd and 1. The ball's at the CCA 16-yard line. They need to get right and just short of the 1st down, not by much, as they come set here. As Carpenter under center is going to give to the first man through. This is Gallagher. He's going to be wrapped up as Troy Monahan, Caleb Sparks combine on the stop for the Hawks, but they're going to give him the 1st down. He's going to have enough. Their first down of this ball game as the Clippers have it at their own 18-yard line. So again, this West Delaware defense doing a great job as we've seen them do all season.
Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. And, it's had them pinned back there on the 1-2 yard line, but, Clear Creek is very adept at running the football.
They come set. They're going to give it to the back, and he's going to be wrapped up. That was Jared Eckery on the carry for the Clippers. It's going to give him 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 here for Clear Creek-Amana. And that's what this Hawk defense does. They're so good at limiting the amount of yards on 1st and 2nd down. See if they can do it again here. As you know what you're getting with Clear Creek-Amana. They're going to run with those 3 backs in that wishbone formation. As Carpenter comes set, they pitch to Brimeyer, left side. He's going to get out to the outside. He's going to be caught as Caleb Sparks brings him down. He was also Harrison Goebel on pursuit there, but it's Sparks who brings him down after a gain of 2. And they'll bring up 3rd down and 5 here for the Clippers. 4:10 left to go first quarter. Still scoreless here between these two top 10 ranked teams. The Hawks come in ranked number 5, and Clear Creek-Amana comes in number 8. First week in the rankings for the Clippers as they come set on 3rd down and 5. Just under 4 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. They fake the handoff, and Carpenter keeps it himself, and he finds a hole, and he's going to pick up enough for the 1st down. As the Hawks didn't give him much, but he picked up enough for the 1st down. Their second of this drive, second of the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And you kind of figured they were going to run there on the third down. Carpenter's only attempted to throw the ball 41 times this year, Jamie. So in comparison, Tanner Wessels came in with 87 pass attempts. So you know that they're going to try and predominantly keep the ball on the ground.
As they come out, and they're going to want to hit. John Nagel hit Carpenter as he was going. It's going to be picked up by Brimmeyer back at the 20-yard line. What a hit by John Nagel. Wow.
Oh, man.
And he had no time. I think Nagel came in untouched and laid a smack on Carpenter back at the 21-yard line. That's a loss of 8. And it'll be 2nd and 18 here for the Clippers.
And the hit there, Jamie, took Carpenter off his feet there when John hit him. Just a great job there by Nagel. Holy smokes.
They're going to run Carpenter. He seems okay. He's going to run out to the outside, and Tyler Kelly, nice hit by him, as Casey Wenger in there as well, as he brings it out to the 25-yard line. Pick up a 4, brings up 3rd and 14.
Yeah, and that hit, Jamie, something like that. Boy, he'll be thinking about that the rest of the game. So, and it looks like I thought he was coming out there for a second, but it looks like he's just getting the play call from the head coach. But
as our spotter just said, maybe that's why they don't pass. They were not ready for John Nagel to come around the corner. That'll be one the Hawks coaching staff will watch later tonight. It's 3rd and 15 here for the Clippers. 2:15 left to go in this first quarter. Carpenter, he's going to pass. He rolls to his right. Now he steps up, a wobbly pass. He's got a man wide open across the middle and still on his feet at the 45-50. Down to the 45. Grant Morris is finally going to run him down as that is caught out there by Tate Thompson, the senior wide receiver for the Clippers, as Tate Thompson, just his 4th reception of the year. He came in with 29 yards, and they're quickly back to the line. 1st and 10 from the West Delaware 43. As Carpenter comes set, he hands to Brimmeyer. Brimmeyer up the middle, and he's going to carry up to the 35-yard line, where he's going to be brought down by Drew Wibena. Drew Wibena brings him down after a gain of 8 yards, and it's 2nd down and 2 here for the Clippers.
It's a good job by Carpenter on that last pass play to stay in there, because it looked like he was going to get hit again.
Carpenter's going to run it himself behind Brimmeyer, and he's going to be wrapped up. Troy Monahan got his hands around him, as he's going to pick up a short gain, maybe a gain of 1. And it'll be 3rd down. I don't know, it's going to be 1st down. He just got enough for the 1st down. Their fourth of this ball game. With 1:25 left to go here in this first quarter, still scoreless between the Hawks and the Clippers. Very fast-moving first quarter here as they come set. We'll talk about that wishbone formation as Carpenter keeps it himself, as Sparks wrapped him up initially, but he's going to be brought down out there by Grant Morris. And that wishbone formation, what they do is there's a penalty marker down. That wishbone is they line up Carpenter under center, and directly behind him there's a back, and then there's 2 backs behind him that kind of line up in a triangle to the outside of that back in the middle. It's going to be legal procedure or legal formation against the Clippers. The Hawks will decline the penalty, as it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd down and 12 here for Clear Creek-Amana back at the West Delaware 36-yard line, with just under a minute left to play here in this first quarter. As they come set, 1 receiver split out to the left for the Clippers. They're going to hand to Brimmeyer off the left side, and he's going to be wrapped up, and it's Harrison Goebel. Nice job wrapping up, and tackling him from behind was Goebel after a gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd down, and they're just going to give him 1. 3rd and 11 at the West Delaware 34-yard line.
Nice job there by Goebel, shedding his blocker and dropping the ball carrier there. So big 3rd down here for this West Delaware defense. I'd like to see him force the 4th down, hopefully, force a punt or at least try and get the ball back in some way, shape, or form.
20 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Carpenter comes set. They send Brimmeyer in motion to his right. Carpenter keeps it himself. Sparks is going to wrap him up at right around the 30-yard line, as Sparks just about missed that tackle, but he did not. He made the stop, and that's how our first quarter will come to an end. It'll be 4th down and 6 here for 4th and 7 for the Clippers when we come back for the start of the second quarter. You're listening to it right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Why make 10 calls when you can make one call to Steve Morman Insurance in Manchester and get the best quote from 10 different companies on your auto, home, and farm insurance? You can depend on Steve Morman Insurance for fast, friendly service and quality coverage. Call Kathy or Rachel at your agency of choice in Manchester today, 927-2263.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Paris at 563-920-7835.
.47-yard field goal by Tyreek Williams is good so Clear Creek-Amana leads this game 3-0 with 11:53 left to go here in this first quarter. What a kick there by Tyreek Williams, Aaron.
Absolutely. I don't think we've seen a 47-yard field goal, Jamie, in our time together. That was very impressive, and he actually probably had another 5 to 10 yards on it too. So just very impressive by Williams there, and now puts Clear Creek-Amana Clippers up 3-0 with 11:53 to go here in the second quarter.
As we got a one score to pass along to you, North Scott leads Western Dubuque 7-0 in the first quarter. Of course, that's Western Dubuque ranked number 10 in the rankings this week, their first time in the rankings, as the Bobcats trail 7-0 against North Scott down in Eldridge tonight. Don't forget, stay tuned to our area online and playback game of the week as tonight Edco is hosting Starmont for homecoming night. You can join Kevin Shookman, Dan McClaven with the call on that one right now on KMCH.com and play back after our contest here tonight on Mix 94.7 KMCH. Mitchell Mangold from his own 8-yard line is going to bring it out near the 20-yard line, and that's where he's going to be brought down out there as the Clippers stopped out there by Grant Riggin. Grant Riggin is going to drop him at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Hawks will take over. 1st and 10. So a 47-yard field goal there by Tyreek Williams, and the Clippers lead it 3-0 with 11:47 left to go here in this second quarter. Hawks come set, 3 receivers to the left. They give us to Curley, and he's going to be wrapped up as coming up and making the stop after a short gain, as it was Tanner Cochran on the stop for the Clippers. After a gain of 1 by Curley, it'll be 2nd down and 9 here for Clear Creek-Amana. As the Hawks quickly back to the line here, as Wessels within that pistol formation, 2 tight end split. They send Cabron Cook in motion. They give it to Curley, and he's going to be brought down out there. It's coming up and making the stop, Drake Mugin. Drake Mugin on the stop. And it's going to be a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 10 for West Delaware. 3 receivers to the right for the Hawks. Wessels looks to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to throw it downfield. He's looking for Cabron Cook. A jump ball, and Cook comes down with it. And he's got it at the 30. 25-20. No flags on the field. Cabron Cook for the touchdown, 69 yards. And the Hawks go up 6-3 here with 10:49 left to go in the second quarter.
Oh, Jamie, it was a beautifully thrown ball, and Cabron went up and got it. And, Cabron at 6'3", 6'4", just went up and got it. It was a great individual effort there. And just what a huge turn of events here. Huge momentum boost for the Hawks.
puts them up now 6-3 pending the extra point. As Aaron Toll on to kick for the Hawks out of the hold of Mitchell Mangle. As the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. Hawks lead 7-3, 10:49 left to go, second quarter. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Officially 80 yards on the touchdown reception from Tanner Wessels to Cabron Cook. Puts the Hawks up 7-3. 10:49 left to go in this second quarter. As we're back, Jamie Vansky, Aaron Plain, Bill Logan back with you, along with in-studio producer, news director Janelle Tucker, as Aaron Toll will kick off here for the Hawks to the sideline, and it's going to be picked up at about the 13-yard line as it's Matt Bremeyer on the return. He brings it out to about the 28, 29-yard line.
And that touchdown drive, Jamie, by the Hawks, took 3 plays, 80 yards, took 1 minute and 4 seconds off the clock. Tanner Wessels to Cabron Cook with the 80-yard touchdown pass. Puts the Hawks up now 7-3 with 10:43 to go here in the second quarter.
We talked about the Iowa Hawkeyes. They play and host Northwestern tomorrow. Homecoming, 11 o'clock kick, pregame starting in progress after the Coach's Corner. Tomorrow you can hear the entire game right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH. First and 10 for the Clippers. Ashton Carpenter comes set. He's going to hand off to the right side. As after a short gain, it's going to be a real short gain that time, as it's Jared Eckery as he picks up 4. He ended up getting 4. Looked like a short gain. It's going to be second down and 6 here. Now they're going to give him 3. Second down and 7 here. Ball out to the 32-yard line. As the Hawks lead 7-3 with 10:18 left to go in quarter number 2. As Carpenter back out, he's going to line up under center with that wishbone formation behind him. 3 backs right behind him. They're going to fake the handoff. Carpenter keeps it himself. Nice job there. Logan Wynn coming over and wrapping him up at the ankles. After a gain of a couple there, it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. A gain of 2 there by Carpenter. It's 3rd and 5 for the Clippers, as they have it at their own 34-yard line.
Oh, boy, wouldn't you like to see the Hawks get a big stop here and get that ball back, get the offense back on the field.
As Carpenter, 32 carries for 74 yards coming into this game on the season, as he will come set in that wishbone formation once again. As they're going to roll out to the right side. He's got blockers ahead of him. They're running option. Carpenter keeps it. He's going to be swallowed up at the 35-yard line. Nice job there by the Hawks, as it's Logan Madlin and Troy Monahan combining on the stop there. After a gain of 1, it'll bring up 4th down and 4 here for the Clippers.
They just did the Hawks front 4, Jamie, just did a great job of stringing that thing all the way to the sideline, forced him out of bounds, and here we go. Hawks should be getting the ball with pretty decent field position here with 9:21 to go here in the second quarter.
4th leading tackler on the team is Logan Wynn, as the Hawks send Rubin and Mangold back to receive this punt, and Mangold's going to pick it up. He can't come up with it. Now the ball gets kicked. The Clippers are going to pick it up. That's it. You can't return that. You cannot return it, but the Clippers will get the ball. Mangold could not come up with it, and the Clippers will take over 1st and 10 at the West Delaware 13-yard line. You cannot return a muffed punt, so it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line for the Clippers.
And the punt was a good punt by Williams. He got a good leg on it, and just didn't look like he could get a good read on it, and just kind of.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Clippers. 9:09 left to go, second quarter. as they will take over on offense once again here. After a great stop by this Hawk defense, they cannot handle the punt, as Mangold had to come up and try to reach down on the ground for it and couldn't handle it, and then it was kicked by one of the return guys. As Carpenter comes set, he's going to run it himself, and he's going to be stopped down inside the 10 as Logan Madlin comes up and makes the stop for the Hawks there. It'll be second down. As he picks up 4, it'll be 2nd and 6 at the West Delaware 9-yard line with 8:45 left to go here in quarter number 2. Hawks lead 7-3. Carpenter comes set. Wishbone formation, one receiver to the left. Carpenter hands off to Brimmeyer, left side, and that's going to be swallowed up as Harrison Goebel wraps him up around the legs after a gain of a couple there. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 3 here for Clear Creek-Amana. So another big opportunity for the Hawks here on defense. They just stopped the Clippers forcing the punt. And they're going to have a chance here. 3rd down and 3. Carpenter under center. Comes set. He's going to pitch out to Brimmeyer, left side. Brimmeyer's at the 5, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Brimmeyer from 7 yards out. And the Clippers go up 9-7 here on Matt Brimmeyer's 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
And Clear Creek just takes advantage of the Hawk turnover, and we talked about it at onset, Jamie. Turnovers are going to play a big part in who comes out victorious tonight, and unfortunately the Hawks are on the wrong end of this one, but still a lot of game left. Just have to shake this off and come out and get that offense rolling.
Tyreek Williams on to attempt the extra point for the Clippers. Kick is up, and it is good. Clear Creek-Amana leads it 10-7. 7:58 to go in the second quarter. We're back after this from KMCA Sports.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Back into Tiffin. Jamie Vasky, Aaron Pleen, Bill Logan back with you. Clear Creek-Amana leads West Delaware 10-7. 7:58 left to go second quarter. Tyreek Williams set to kick off for the Clippers. Mangold and Morris deep to receive for the Hawks, and it goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback for Clear Creek-Amana.
And that touchdown drive, Jamie, by Clear Creek-Amana, 3 plays, 13 yards after the Hawks fumbled and turned over the punt. Matt Brimmeyer with the 7-yard touchdown run puts the Clear Creek-Amana Clippers up now 10-7 with 7:58 to go here in the second quarter.
Of course, these two teams at the top of Class 3 District 4, the Hawks and Clippers, both 5-0 overall, 3-0 in district play. Davenport Assumption moved to 3-1 in the district last night as they defeated Macokota. As the Hawks come set, 1st and 10. They're going to run shotgun formation here as Curley stands next to Wessels. Wessels keeps it himself. He brings it out to the 25-yard line, give him the 26. A gain of 6 yards there for the Hawks. They'll bring up 2nd down and 4. So plenty of time here left in the second quarter for the Hawks as there's 7 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2, and the Hawks will face a 2nd down and 4. Pistol formation. Wessels comes set. They give to Curley, right side. He's got it at the 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet, pushing forward. He's getting a good push from the Clippers as he crosses the 45 to the 47-yard line as it's Dylan Shealy on the stop there after, but not before, a big first down by Caleb Curley.
And nice job there by Caleb, just find the hole and just a good burst of speed right through there and picks up a huge chunky yardage.
They give to Curley once again, right side. He meets a Clipper right up the middle. Is coming up is David Jensen to make the stop there for Clear Creek-Amana. And no gain, it'll be 2nd down and 10. take a look at our other area districts. Western Dubuque, they're 1-0 in district play, taking on North Scott, who's 0-1. And first quarter score was 7-0 North Scott. The Hawks face a 2nd and 10. Wessels to pass. He's going to throw it down the field looking for John Nagel. Nagel can't come up with it. In and out of the hands. Sheely on the coverage. Sheely on the coverage. It falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Thought Nagel had it, just couldn't come up with it, and it's 3rd and 10.
And Tanner threw it out there where John could get it. I think the ball might have gotten tipped a little bit, but good throw nonetheless there by Tanner Wessels.
It would have been a heck of a catch. Yeah. John Nagel would have come down with that one. But nonetheless, it's 3rd and 10, 6:48 remaining in the first quarter. Hawks trail 10-7. Wessels under pressure. He's trying to get rid of it. He's gonna run it. He's got it at the 45-50. He's gonna be running. There we go. Throw it. Yeah, there we go. You bet. Absolutely. That's a late hit.
Yep.
A late hit as Wessels was out of bounds and got hit. Wessels was hit out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Clear Creek-Amana. And now our officials talking to him and getting an earful from the Clear Creek-Amana coaches. And as much to the dismay of these Clear Creek-Amana fans, it'll be a 15-yard personal foul against the Clippers. Their second penalty of this ballgame, this one on the defensive side, and that'll be a first down for the Hawks as they're going to mark it down to the Clear Creek-Amana 33-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Tanner was a couple yards out of bounds when he got thrown to the ground. So it looks like that was our perspective. So
we saw it much differently than the fans in front of us, of course. But it's going to be 1st and 10 Hawks at the Clear Creek-Amana 33-yard line as Wessels comes set. Shotgun formation. They're going to send Cook in motion. They give it to him on the end around. He's got it at the 35. He's going to lose a couple yards down to the 34. As he loses a yard, it'll be 2nd down and 11 here for the Hawks. 6.5 minutes left to go in this first half. First Class 3A District 3 is where the Independence Mustangs are. They're 0-3 in district play, 0-5 overall. In Class 2A District 4, 3 area schools there. Cascade and Beckman are both 1-2. Monticello is 0-3 in the district. The Hawks will pass on 2nd down and 11. Wessels looking to pass. He's going to throw it deep down the field, looking for Nagel. Jump ball, and it's going to be incomplete. Through to the goal line, and it's incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Hawks. As again, threw a jump ball to Nagel, and why wouldn't you? Yeah. As John Nagel usually stands above the rest at 6'6". The Iowa State commits for Coach Campbell. As that one falls incomplete, it's 3rd and 11 here for the Hawks. They're going to send Nagel out wide to the right, along with Cook and Mangold. Here on the near side is Kelly, as Wessels and Curley are in the backfield, pistol formation. Wessels will throw. The blitz is coming. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to throw it to Mangold. It's going to be caught, but brought down back at the 44-yard line. So a big loss there on that pass, pitch, and catch from Mangold, or from Wessels to Mangold. Back as they're going to mark it down in forward progress at the 40-yard line. It'll be 4th down in about 16 or 17 yards. They're at the Clear Creek-Amana 40-yard line. We'll see if the Hawks step back in front here as Wessels stands alone, shotgun formation. He is going to pass. He's under pressure again. He's got to get rid of it. Throws it up in the air, and it's going to be caught. Incomplete. It would have been short of the first down, as it was Kelly who went up to get it, but falls incomplete. Clear Creek-Amana takes over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Hawks couldn't move the ball there once they got down after that personal foul. Couldn't take advantage of that, and they turned the ball over on down. 1st and 10 Clippers at their own 40-yard line. As Clear Creek-Amana leads 10-7 with 5:20 left to go here in quarter number 2. The Clippers come set in that wishbone formation. Ashton Carpenter under center. He gives to Matt Brimmeyer, left side. He's going to be wrapped up as John Nagel's got to trip him up, but he gets it out to about the 45-yard line. And they're going to spot this one at the 43, so a gain of 3 yards there brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Clippers here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with West Delaware freshman head coach Bob Morris as his team falling tonight to Clear Creek-Amana in the first game here tonight 39-13, as it was Grant Morris on the stop that time for the Hawks. 2nd and 3. The Clippers are going to run it.
There we go.
They're going to run it to the outside, and a nice job there by the Hawks, as it was Grant Riggin. Brought down by Logan Madlam. Brought down by Madlam, as Grant Riggin, the senior, on the carry there for Clear Creek-Amana. As we saw there, Nolan Linus enters the game as Grant Morris hobbled off the side to the sideline there, as he's getting worked on by the training staff over there on that far Hawk sideline. 3rd down and 6 here for the Clippers. They pitch it out. They pitch it to Brimmeyer, and he finds some room on the outside. He's going to carry it into Hawk territory to the West Delaware 42-yard line, as he's finally brought down out there by Drew Rubina. But it's going to be 1st and 10 Clippers at the West Delaware 42-yard line.
I thought they might have strung it out enough that they were going to drop him for either a loss or a short game, but Brimmeyer did a nice job of kind of weaving his way in and out of traffic there and picking up a big 1st down there for Clear Creek-Amana.
So 1st and 10 Clippers at the West Delaware 42. 3:48 left to go, 1st half. They're going to pitch it out. This is Jared Eckery, and he runs in to some Hawks there as it's Nolan Linus and Logan Madlam on the stop for the Hawks. There's a little late push there by one of the Clippers, but thought it was acceptable there, as it's going to be 2nd down and 6 here for Clear Creek-Amana. Ball at the West Delaware 38-yard line. Wishbone formation once again, 3 backs in the backfield, as they're going to give it to Brimmeyer, left side, and he's going to be wrapped up. Logan Wynn wraps him up around the ankles at the 34-yard line. They'll be short of the 1st down. Be short of the 1st down there is Clear Creek-Amana. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Just under 3 minutes left to go here in this 2nd quarter. Hawks trail 10-7. As the Clippers look to get 2 yards here on 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 32-yard line, as he cannot. As John Nagel, Carpenter looked to hand the ball off. Nobody was there, and except John Nagel, and he brings him down back at the West Delaware 36-yard line. So nice job there by the Hawks. It's going to be 4th down and 4 here for the Clippers. We'll see what they do here.
Not sure there, like you said, Jamie. Not sure if that was a busted play or what, but Carpenter really had nowhere to go. And then when he turned around, he saw big John Nagel coming up his backside. So
the way it's looking, Clear Creek-Amana is going to take their first time out of the ball game, as they've got Carpenter on the sideline yet. As they are looks like they are going to take a timeout. Clear Creek-Amana takes their first here with 1:59 left to go in this 2nd quarter. We'll take one with them. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply Free Checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Clear Creek-Amana looks like they are going to punt. It's 4th down and 4. They send a man on late. 1:59 left to go. West Delaware trailing this game 10-7. We're back here as the Clippers, after the timeout, looks like they're going to punt it away. Tyreek Williams will give this one a boot, and it's going to go in. It had to have gone into the end zone. Yes, it did. It went into the end zone, so the Hawks will bring it out at their own 20-yard line. Volleyball fans, don't miss next week's broadcast as West Delaware travels to DeWitt to take on DeWitt Central. You can catch the action with John Swisher and Joan Saylor with the varsity contest starting around 7:30 right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH. The Hawks went down to Anamosa Tuesday night, swept the Blue Raiders as they are off this weekend and get ready for 2 games next week, as you can hear 2 games next week at DeWitt Central and home against Beckman. For the Hawks, as the West Delaware football team comes out here. They're trailing 10-7. They're going to give to Curley here on 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. He gets out to the 21, 22-yard line. Is where he's going to be brought down. After a gain of 2, it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Hawks. 1:35 left to go in this second quarter. Coach Bob Morris and his freshman team losing here tonight as the West Delaware sophomores defeated DeWitt Central on Monday night down in DeWitt, 42-22, the final score in that one. So Coach King and his sophomores are still undefeated this year. Hawks will run Wessels to the right side behind Curley. Nice job. He's got a first down up to the 35, around the 35-yard line, run out of bounds. That's good for a West Delaware first down. There is a penalty marker down. As we'll see what this is going to be, is it's going to be holding against the Hawks. So penalty there against West Delaware. Their 3rd of the game. And with 1:03 left to go in the second quarter, it's going to be 2nd down and 12 here for West Delaware. Back at their own 18-yard line. Wessels comes set. One receiver to the left, one to the right. They're going to run Wessels to the left side. Nice stiff arm, but a nice tackle there. As coming up and making the stop. Coming up and making the stop for the Clippers was Ethan Taylor. And it's going to be 3rd down and long as the Hawks are back at their own 15-yard line. 3rd and 16. And Clear Creek-Amana wants a timeout. 46 seconds left to go. We will take one with them. We're back after this on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmerssavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Back into Tiffin, the Hawks trailing 10-7 here. I believe there's 49 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The clock is showing 54. I'm not sure what happened there. I believe it was 49 seconds left to go here in this second quarter. As the Hawks trail 10-7, they face a 3rd down and 16. As we're going to play with it, I play as it is, I suppose. As I don't think the clock is moving 50, so they got 53. They're going to leave the 54, and Wessels tries to run it out to the outside. And he's going to be swallowed up out there. Is coming up and making the stop for the Clippers was Tanner Cochran. I don't think Tanner Cochran can stay in the game as he lost his helmet. He's coming off. It'll be 4th down and 16 here for the Hawks. And I think Clear Creek-Amana just called their 3rd timeout. So they're going to call their 3rd and final timeout of this first half. As don't forget, halftime we'll talk with freshman head coach Bob Morris, and then we will take a look at our Hawks in the NCAA segment coming up at halftime as well. As some Hawks playing in some games in the college level last weekend. We'll have that for you at halftime as well. And go through our area scoreboard here at halftime. So the Hawks will have to punt it away here. 46 seconds left to go here in this first half. They trail 10-7 here. Week number 6 of the 2016 Iowa High School football season. Week 4 of district play as both these teams 3-0 in the district. As it looks like it's going to be Goebel will punt it away here for the Hawks. As it's going to be Corey Siders deep to receive for the Clippers, and he can't get it off. Goebel's punt is blocked. It's blocked, and it's going to be picked up out there by the Clippers by Paul Albrecht. And the Clippers will take over first and goal at the West Delaware 5-yard line. 42 seconds left to go in this second quarter, so the Hawks desperately need to get to halftime here, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. You could just see Albrecht come on the near side of the field, and he just came around the edge and got the block. So Clear Creek-Amana in business here with the ball in the Hawk 5.
They're going to run the wishbone formation. They give to Brimmeyer left side, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. Matt Brimmeyer from 5 yards out. And they're going to go up 16-7 here with 38 seconds left to go in this first half. As he got a couple key blocks on the left side. Couple key blocks on that left side and goes in for the touchdown as Williams on to attempt the extra point here for the Clippers. As the hold is down and the kick is up and no good. No good. It's 16-7. Clear Creek-Amana leads it. 38 seconds left to go first half. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Back into Tiffin. Hawks trail 16-7. 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Grant Morris, Mitchell Mangle deep to receive this kick for the Hawks as it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Morris went back to catch it in the end zone. So the Clippers will take over first and 10, or the Hawks will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Tough drive summary there. One play, 5-yard run by Matt Brimmeyer.
That's set up by the block punt by Clear Creek-Amana, Jamie. Extra point was no good, so Clear Creek leads 16-7 with 38 seconds to go, and I think 38 seconds to go in the first half, and I think you're right. I think the Hawks need to get to the break, go in, kind of regroup a little bit, talk about some things, and hopefully come out and really get after it here in the second half.
Wessels will come set. Empty backfield. One receiver split out each way. Wessels is going to run it himself, and he's going to get it out to about the 19-yard line. He's going to lose a yard. But the Hawks, we'll see when they start that clock. They may send it to halftime. They may send it to halftime if they can, and I believe that's what they're going to do. So the Hawks trail here at halftime 16-7, as they will not have to run another play. And that is how our first half will end. Hawks trail 16-7. They're going to head into the halftime break with that score. So the Hawks have some things to figure out at halftime, but that's why there's 48 minutes in high school football. They have plenty of time to work things out We will be back with West Delaware freshman coach Bob Morris and our Hawks in the NCAA segment. After this, you're listening to it on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Field Commanders Genowine and Paul McCart back in the Clipper Stadium here in Tiffin. West Delaware trails at halftime 16-7. And joining me is West Delaware freshman head coach Bob Morris. And coach, lost 39-13 here tonight, but I tell you what, right up till halftime, that game was close. You guys, I think you were down 13 or 12-6 right at halftime, but you guys were right in that game. And then the second half, things just kind of got out of hand for you guys a little bit.
Well, we're a little short man this week again with some injuries and some disciplinary things we had to handle, and the kids fight real hard for us. Just some missed tackles there right at the end before the half, and they got that score in there. And then offensively for us, we got down there a couple of times and weren't able to quite finish the drives. But give the kids credit. As usual, in the second half, we come out and play hard, and we just get wore down a little bit. We're really short up front with linemen, but I can't fault the kids' effort. It's just a matter of hanging in there each week and getting stronger and understanding what we're trying to do. And they're sure working hard. We just got to get a few more bodies in there able to go.
What are you doing? You mentioned some of the missed tacklers. You saw a very good running back tonight in Maishan Smith, their little tailback, and he was all over the field. I mean, you saw shades of JoJo Smith a few weeks ago with that young man, but you know that's the kind of these kids need to get used to. Is you're gonna the higher you go in this level here, you're gonna see backs like that. You just got to wrap them up, and that's something you guys can definitely work on.
Absolutely. What we do is we're getting close to them, but we're reaching out there and they're not there. I mean, they're real shifty and they had some speed in the backfield. So all of our missed tackles weren't just things the kids are taught to keep their head up, and it's just a matter of they're a little quicker than we are right now. But these kids do a great job in the weight room. Most of them are out for track. And they're going to get it. They keep working hard for us. I want to commend, I thought Sam Waukee really stepped up for us that second half and did a nice job for us. Picked up that touchdown to pass to Goebel there, and the line did a nice job of keeping them out. So we're certainly working on things and seeing can improve on, but yet there are things that we are doing well. Running the football inside, and we're going to continue to work on that stuff.
And I know a lot of it just being up here watching that game and down on the field, there's just some situational things that the kids need to start seeing for themselves. When they're overloading one side, where am I supposed to go? And that looks like definitely things you guys can improve on just by having the kids notice those things on the field.
Well, and that's our coaches, and we got to help upstairs. We're seeing those things, and we worked on that stuff this week, and it's just a matter of that overload. There's 4 against 2. You got to take that on. And like I said, we continue to work on those things. The kids love football, and they're going to stay with it. I expect them all to be out next year. We'll get some help from the grade ahead and the grade behind. And I really like their attitude. They certainly don't get down. And just a little undermanned with some injuries affect us a little bit. But we're going to keep working and doing the things we need to get better. And be playing on these meaningful games on Friday night.
And then next week, of course, another new opponent for you guys and another road trip as you head to Dubuque-Wahlert to play over at Dubuque-Wahlert next Friday night. And just another game to get better is what you guys, I'm sure you guys are preaching throughout the week.
That's right. And Wahlert is short some freshmen, so we're not quite sure what kind of game we're going to have there. But
we'll keep getting the kids ready and keep the attitude alive, and we'll keep at it, that's for sure. Absolutely. Well, Coach, thanks for joining us tonight, and best of luck next week to you guys, and hopefully we can get this thing turned around here in the second half of the varsity game. All right. Sounds good, Jamie. West Delaware freshman head coach Bob Morris here in halftime. The Hawks trail 16-7 at the break. We're back after this from KNCH Sports.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications has everything you need to stay connected. Audio, video, TVs, DVD and Blu-ray players, dish network systems, surround sound systems, phone systems, but the list doesn't stop there. High-Tech Communications has a staff of professionals to help you get connected, from the installation of your entertainment system to cable and data wiring in your home or business. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Telke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TelkeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Telke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Back into Tiffin, Hawks trail 16-7 here at halftime. As we take a look at our Hawks in the NCAA segment, take a look at our 3 state schools and where they're going to be this weekend, as we start with the University of Iowa Hawkeyes. As last week they defeated Rutgers 14-7 in Piscataway, New Jersey, to put the Hawks now at 3-1 on the season. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. they will host Northwestern for homecoming night, as we will make our predictions for that game as we wrap up here tonight. The Iowa State Cyclones got their first win of the season last week as they hosted and defeated San Jose State 44-10, the score in Ames. So the Cyclones 1-3. Tomorrow they will take on Baylor in Ames, as they will host Baylor. As I do not know a start. You know a start 11 a.m. for that one as well. So the Cyclones and Baylor at 11 a.m. The University of Northern Iowa was off last week. I had said that they were hosting homecoming. I didn't check the date. They were off last week and host homecoming tomorrow as they host Southern Illinois in the Unidome, a 4 o'clock kickoff, as they were off last week. So they are 1-2 on the season, as West Delaware alum Adam Reth, a 2013 grad, a junior for the University of Northern Iowa Panthers. Upper Iowa Peacocks got their first win of the season last week as they defeated Minot State University 35-7 in Fayette to run their season record now to 1-3. Tomorrow they will play at Marshall, Minnesota against Southwest Minnesota State University. A 6 o'clock kickoff for the Peacocks is Trey McTaggart, a 2012 graduate of West Delaware, Cameron McCrow, a 2014 graduate of West Delaware, and Brent Lammers, a 2015 grad of West Delaware, play for Upper Iowa. As on the season, or last week against Minot State, Trey McTaggart had 2 punt returns for 12 yards. On the season, he has 16 receptions and 108 yards and 1 touchdown. Lammers last week went 2 for 2 late in that game for 16 yards. He's 26 of 45 on the season, 2 interceptions and 218 yards. As the Peacocks 1-3, will play tomorrow against Southwest Minnesota State. Loras College with two former Hawks on their squad, two 2016 graduates, and Colin Brown and Sam Maloney. They lost and went to 0-4 last week as they lost to Central College 42-34. As tomorrow they will host Buena Vista University in Dubuque, a 1 o'clock kickoff. That is homecoming. You probably got that in the newsletter, didn't you? As the alum, Aaron Pleen, the Loras Duhawk alum. I'm glad you're going. Hopefully you go with us next week so you can tell us where we're playing. I believe Dubuque Waller plays at Loras' field, so we'll have Aaron to tell us where to go. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff tomorrow against Buena Vista for homecoming. First Central College, Colin Brown saw some playing time in that game. As our final one is Colin Weber, a 2016 graduate of West Delaware, playing for Grandview University. Last week they defeated Missouri Valley College in Marshall, Missouri, 29-28, a close one, to move to 4-1 on the year. They have their homecoming tomorrow at 11 a.m. as they take on Mid-American Nazarene University, and that game is in Des Moines. Taking a look at our area scoreboard here tonight as we start with Starmont leading Edco 7-0 at the half. It's North Scott leading Western Dubuque 7-3 at halftime. Cedar Rapids Xavier leads Independence 21-0. That's in the second quarter. Beckman is trailing 7-0 against North Fayette Valley. That's a first quarter score. And at halftime, East Buchanan leads Postville 48-14. West Delaware trails this one 16-7 at the half. We'll be back with the second half. We'll talk to Bill Logan right after this from KMCH Sports.
For more than 80 years, GMB has lived its mission to help customers achieve their financial dreams. Supporting the communities where you live, work, and play is important to us because that's where we live too. It's where we provide great service, sound advice, and solutions to meet your financial needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Back into Tiffin, Jamie Baskey, Aaron Pleen, and Bill Logan back along with you as the Hawks trail 16-7. And speaking of Bill Logan, he has returned from the Hawk halftime locker room. And Bill, we knew the Hawks would have to play well tonight against Clear Creek-Amana, and so far things have not gone very well for the Hawks.
No, they've had a couple miscues on special teams and gave Clear Creek-Amana a couple short fields. You know, you only got to go 13 and 5 yards for a couple touchdowns and then get a touchdown call back. No, it's not a good combination. So, the Hawks just misfiring at really inopportune times. Statistically, these kind of weird-looking stats when you look at a halftime score. For Clear Creek-Amana, they're leading 16-7 at halftime. They've rushed the ball 29 times for 91 yards, so about a little over 3 yards a carry. That's not a bad average for the Hawks defensively. 1 out of 1 for 33 yards passing, 124 yards of offense for a team that's leading by 9 at halftime. Tremendous job by the defense. They're not giving up much, but Hawks are giving them a couple short fields, and they got to shore that up. Offense the ball 19 times for 79 yards, 5 out of 11 passes for 78 yards, 157 yards. So the Hawks have outgained them by a little over 30 yards, with trail on that scoreboard.
Yeah, and you take away the Hawks' big pass play to Cabron Cook of 80 yards, and that really changes the stats at halftime.
Well, they do, and they're doing some things that they're adjusting at halftime, and hopefully it's the right adjustments, and the Hawks come out right away here in this third quarter. It's going to be very, very crucial. We talked about in the pregame, you got to control and win that line of scrimmage, and right now Creek-Amana is doing a little bit better job of doing that.
Well, they really are, and like you said, the defense has played well. But when you're giving up that short field, it's very tough to defend when you're giving the opponent the start inside your own 10-yard line.
Yeah, it is. Each team's had the ball 30 plays, which is kind of unusual, to have each team the same amount. But 124 yards. If you told me on the way down this story instead of one of the other stories you told me on the way down, that Creek-Amana would only have 124 yards at halftime, I'd have felt pretty good that maybe the score would be reversed. But, those two short fields, the Hawks have got to overcome that here, and they need to get started right away here in the third quarter. And an FYI, I might have to get my umbrella out here because there's just a little bit of a fine mist that covered everything up there with tarps over here. So I think maybe we're starting to get one of those little stray showers they were talking about. Nothing bad yet, but hopefully this is the extent of it.
Did you happen to get a word on Grant Morris's condition after he went off the sidelines?
No, I think he was ready to come back in, so I think he's probably ready to go.
All right, Bill, thanks a lot, buddy boy. We'll talk to you in the second half here.
Sounds good.
Bill Logan down on the sideline for us tonight and every night here at the West Delaware Hawk football. So we will take a break. We're a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Back into Tiffin. We are ready for the second half. Hawks trailing 16-7 here against Clear Creek-Amana, the number 5 ranked Hawks in Class 3A, and the 8th ranked Clippers from Clear Creek-Amana going at it here, both 5-0 and 3-0 in district play, looking to advance here tonight to 4-0 in district play, 6-0 overall. As we talked about Class 2A District 4, Class 2A District 5 as Anamosa. They're 1-2 in their district. They're 2-3 overall as Anamosa at Mount Vernon tonight. In Class 1A District 3, Maquoketa Valley is 1-2 in district play, 3-2 overall. As the Wildcats, no score on that game as they're taking on Clayton Ridge tonight. And in Class A District 4, where we have 4 area teams, 3 of them are 2-1 in district play. East Buchanan, Starmont, and Edco. North Lynn right behind them at 1-2 in district play. So a lot of different district changing going on here tonight with some wins by these teams. As don't forget, you can find out what all these area coaches have to say about tonight's game tomorrow morning at 9 on the Coaches Corner with KMCH Program Director Mike Johnson. Set to kick off for the Hawks, and he kicks it. It's going to be picked up by Matt Bremeyer at his own 15-yard line. He's going to be wrapped up. Nice job there. Nice job there. Open field tackle there by Jordan Brees. And Brees brings him down as he brings it out to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Clippers will start with it, 1st and 10. Great open field tackle there by Jordan Brees.
Yeah, absolutely, Jamie, because he looked like Eckrich. If he gets through that tackle, he could be off to the races. So nice job there by Brees of bringing him down.
As Clippers will come set, they hand off to Bremeyer up the middle. As Grant Morris, as we mentioned, Bill mentioned, he's back in the game as he makes the stop there. Out to the 31-yard line is Bremeyer. As it's a pickup of 5 on 1st down, it'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Like that was a generous spot there. I thought he was dropped closer to the 30 even prior to that, but man.
So 2nd down and 5 for the Clippers.
as they're going to hand off to the first man through. This is Cade Gallagher, and he's going to bring it up. He's going to carry it for a first down. Harrison Goebel draped all over him, as that was Gallagher, the junior. Cade Gallagher is coming into tonight. 17 carries for 115 yards on the season and 5 touchdowns. So you can probably more times than not see Gallagher on the goal line with those 5 touchdowns, but it's 1st and 10 out to the 40-yard line for the Clippers. As Carpenter comes set under center, they give to Brimmeyer left side, and he's going to gain a couple there. Grant Morris and Caleb Caesar on the stop for the Hawks as they give it to him at the 42-yard line. Gain of 2 yards there is 2nd down and 8 here for the Clippers now. As they come out in that wishbone formation, just starting the third quarter. Clear Creek-Amana leads 16-7. They pitch. This is going to be Eckery off to the outside. Nice hit out there. As that was Casey Wenger who came up and made the stop after a gain of a couple there. As Jared Eckery, the senior, on the carry there. They give it to him at the 43-yard line. I'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Clippers.
And Wenger just came around the corner there and just leveled Eckery there and did a good job of not letting him get around the corner there. So big 3rd down here, Jamie. If you're the Hawks, this is a huge play in this game right here.
So they come set. Wishbone formation. They're going to fake the handoff to Brimmeyer as Carpenter keeps it himself, and he's going to be wrapped up. Logan Wynn makes the stop at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Bring up 4th down and 4 here for the Clippers, and it looks like they're going to send out the punt team and Tyreek Williams. We've seen a lot of Tyreek Williams tonight as he made that 47-yard field goal to start the second quarter. As Drew Rubina stands at his own 10-yard line, set to receive this punt from Williams. As he stands at his own 34-yard line, he punts this one away. A spiraling kick. Rubina is going to come up to his own 13-yard line. He's going to bring it out to the 21-yard line, 22-yard line, and that's where the Hawks will start 1st and 10. So nice return there by Drew Rubina as he picks up about 10 yards out to the 22, and that's where West Delaware takes over 1st and 10, trailing 16-7 with 9:19 left to go in this third quarter. There's a lot of big games going on tonight. As I know Iowa City Regina was playing Wilton tonight. They're both undefeated. Is Regina undefeated? They got beat by Xavier in week 1, I believe. As the Hawks will come set. Wessel's going to run it himself. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing moving up front for this Hawk offensive line. Can't get him moving. They're actually going to give him a loss of a yard on that one. And it'll be 2nd down and 11 here for the Hawks after that 1-yard loss from Tanner Wessels with 9 minutes left to go in this third quarter. The Hawks have got to get something going as now they're going to bring an extra blocker in to stand beside Wessels as it's Jordan Brees. They're going to throw, and they've got Cameron Cook at the 40, 50-yard line, crosses midfield onto it, into Clear Creek-Amana territory. He's still going forward down to the 40 of Clear Creek-Amana. Nice pitch and catch there from Tanner Wessels to Cameron Cook. And I like that extra blocker in there in Jordan Brees.
Absolutely like the extra blocker, but give credit to Cameron Cook, man. He looked that ball in. He looked like he was going to get sandwiched between 2 Clear Creek defenders, but he concentrated, he looked the ball into his hands, and then he just did a nice job of running with it and picking up big yardage.
They give to Curley, and he puts the ball on the ground, and he's going to recover it. No, Curley recovered it at his own 40. Curley recovers the ball. He picked up his own fumble. It looked like one of the Clippers had fallen on it, but it was Curley who came up with it back at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. And I could see right on that handoff that he didn't have it secured, and when he made that first hit, took that first hit, he coughed it up, but he recovered it. It's 2nd and 10 for the Hawks. They've got Brees in there for an extra blocker. They give to Curley once again. He pushes forward up to the 43, 44-yard line. They're going to give him the 43. Pick up a 3 there, brings up 3rd down and 7 here for the Hawks. And we will see what the Hawks come up with here on 3rd down and 7 as they have it at the Clear Creek-Amana. Excuse me, I said 43. It's actually at the 37-yard line of Clear Creek-Amana. With 7:50 left to go, third quarter, and the Hawks trailing 16-7. As Wessels comes set, 3rd and 7. Beside him is, as it looked like it was supposed to be a handoff to Curley. Russell's a broken play there, but he's going to carry it down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 4, and the Hawks face a 4th down and 3 here. Perhaps a broken play as Russell turned around looking for Curley, and no one was there. Check that. That's Jared Haley in the ballgame for the Hawks. As they're going to give it to Haley, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. Not even the line of scrimmage. He got hit as he took that ball. And coming up and making the stop there was Max Moore. As he hit that, got caught there. As the Hawks turn it over on down at the Clear Creek-Amana 36-yard line. That's where the Clippers take over 1st and 10.
And Jared didn't even have a chance. As soon as he got the handoff, he was clubbed by the 2 Clippers. So defense back on the field. Hopefully they can get another stop again and get that offense back out and hopefully get in a rhythm here. So 1st and 10 for Clear Creek-Amana. As that's illegal procedure. Oh, what a hit there. Who was that came in and had a late hit for the Hawks? That was Justin Brown. Made a huge hit there after the penalty was blowing the play dead. As it'll be 1st and 15 for the Clippers back at their own 31-yard line. As this West Delaware defense has done its job here tonight. The Hawks need the offense to get going, but we knew coming in that this Clear Creek-Amana defense was tough. One of the best in the state, best in the district, as they're going to hand off to Brimmeyer off the left side, and he's going to be caught out. There's Logan Wynn, trips him up and brings him down after a short gain. I'm not sure. They're going to give him a gain of 1. It's going to be 2nd down and 14. Ball at the Clear Creek-Amana 32. With 6 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter, the Hawks trailing 16-7. As Ashton Carpenter comes set under center, wishbone formation. They're going to run to the right. They're going to run option. Carpenter's going to keep it. Now he's going to pitch it. This is going to be Eckery, and Eckery's going to be brought down by Caleb Sparks at the 40, like the 42-yard line. Now they're going to mark it at the 40. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 here for the Clippers. Nice job there by Caleb Sparks following that play, and after Carpenter pitched it, he followed Eckery out to the outside, Jared Eckery, the senior, and brought him down. So it's 3rd and 6. They give it to Gallagher up the middle, and he pushes forward. He's got the 1st down, crosses midfield, down to the West Delaware 49-yard line. And that's going to be a Clear Creek-Amana 1st down. And just running the ball right up the middle with Cade Gallagher, the junior, and he burrows his way inside and across midfield to the 49 of West Delaware. Pretty just straightforward running, Jamie, just right up the middle there. And that Clear Creek offensive line doing a good job of just creating just enough space for him.
They're going to give to Brimmeyer, and he's off to the left side. He's out down near the 40-yard line of West Delaware. He picks up 9 on that 1st down play, and it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Clippers, as it was Tyler Kelly on the stop for the Hawks. And anytime you hear your defensive backs and cornerbacks making tackles, you know there was a big game there. That one goes for 9, and it's 2nd down and 1 for the Clippers with 5:40 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Wishbone formation for Clear Creek-Amana. Carpenter comes set. He pitches. The ball's on the ground. And it's Hawks who pick it up. Absolutely. It's Harrison Goebel who picks it up as Eckery. Goebel picks it up. Eckery could not hang on to it. It fell right into the hands of Goebel. Now Goebel down on the turf. Goebel's hurt. He has not gotten up yet, as now he's looking for help up as a Clear Creek-Amana Clipper trainer comes over and helps him up, and Goebel's going to be, it looks like he's going to walk off under his own power. It looked like it was an upper body, but the Hawks pick up the turnover there as Eckery couldn't come up with it. Right from the time he took it, he was bobbling it, and it shot right into the hands of Harrison Goebel. The Hawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
And that's what the Hawks needed now.
I'll hopefully get this offense rolling here and close this gap. Wessels comes set. He's going to run to the right. He's got some blockers ahead of him. He's got it at midfield, 35, 40, still on his feet, and he's down inside the 30-yard line, still going. And he's going to be run out of bounds by Eckery. They're going to say he went out, and now a penalty marker. I'm not sure what this is going to be, as that penalty marker was on the far sideline. I didn't see what it was as they put the ball down at the at the Clear Creek-Amana 23-yard line. As now the officials getting together here, and we'll see what the call is. It's going to be a dead ball foul. Did you guys see it? Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Clippers. It's against the Clippers, so add 15 more to the end of that run by Tanner Wessels. And what a huge turn of events there for the Hawks as the ball now down at the Clear Creek-Amana 11-yard line, and that's where the Hawks have it, 1st and 10.
All right, guys, punch this in. Let's go.
16-7 is our score. Clear Creek-Amana leads with 5:19 left to go in this third quarter. They're going to give it to Curley up the middle, and he's going to fight down. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. So back to the line of scrimmage is all he could get, as he's brought down out there by Jared Eckery. As Eckery making the stop there, as the Hawks quickly back to the line. They're going to lose a half a yard on that play. Just under 5 minutes to play in the third. Pistol formation with an extra back. Wessels looks to pass. He's under pressure, and he's going to go down back at the 25-yard line. Is coming up and making the stop was Max Moore. Max Moore on the stop there for the Clippers, back at the 24-yard line of Clear Creek-Amana. So third down and a mile here for the Hawks, as they have to get to the 2-yard line. It's 3rd and 22 as they come set. They haven't been able to get that passing game going. Does somebody jump on the defensive side of the ball?
Yep.
It'll be offsides against Clear Creek-Amana, so it'll be third down and about 18 here, 17 or 18 yards for the Clippers. So the Hawks desperately need to get this one into the end zone. At least get a first down and get themselves a short yardage if they go for it on 4th down. They send a man in motion. This is Cook. They give it to him on the end around. He's trying to find the edge, and he can't get there. As Eckery brings him down at the 21-yard line. They lose a couple there, and it'll be 4th down and about 18 yards here for West Delaware. Couldn't find the edge, could Cabron Cook. And the Hawks face a big 4th down. And don't forget, stay tuned to KMCH. And our area online and playback game of the week going on right now on KMCH.com is Edco's homecoming tonight, hosting Starmont. You can hear Kevin Shookman and Dan McClain with the call that one, and playback after our game here. 4th down and 16 for the Hawks. Wessels is going to run and nothing doing. He gets to the 24-yard line as they actually lose a couple yards there, and the Hawks will turn it over on down. Nothing doing for that Hawk offense after the big play and the big penalty that followed it. That got them deep into Clipper territory, but they turn it over on downs at the Clear Creek-Amana 24-yard line.
And they're just, Clear Creek looks to just be pinning their ears back and sending 7, 8, 9 guys at a time. So it's just, Hawks just don't have an answer right now.
Penalty marker on the field, as it's going to be illegal shift against the Clippers. So that'll back them up 5 yards. So they've been helping the Hawks out with the penalties, but just the Hawks haven't been able to capitalize to this point, as there's 3:25 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks trail 16-7. As now Ashton Carpenter comes to the line with that wishbone offense and that formation for the Clippers. Everybody tight. 2 tight ends in there for Clear Creek. They give up the middle, as this is Gallagher on the carry. As getting in there was Brown, as that was Justin Brown on the stop for the Hawks. He gets to the 20-yard line. He's going to pick up a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 14 for the Clippers. Here we go. Just under 3 minutes left to go. Second down and 14 for the Clippers. They're going to run it to Brimmeyer, left side. He's got a hold. There's a penalty marker. Penalty marker on the field. Brimmeyer's still going. He's at the 30, 30, 25, 15, 10, 5 touchdowns. It might be coming back as there's a penalty marker on the field. Probably going to be a hold, in the vicinity of a hold anyway. Come on back, everybody. We've got a penalty marker on the field as 2:41 left to go in this third quarter, as that one's going to come all the way back as it's holding against the Clippers. You know, sometimes there's a reason that plays are so wide open, and that one was pretty evident.
Yeah.
It's entertaining to say the least.
Yeah, that play was right in front of us. They didn't call that one. They're not going to call it all year long. That's pretty obvious.
That one was when Brimmeyer looked like the Hawks were in pursuit, and then all of a sudden there was nobody around. There's a reason. It's going to be second down. They have it back at their own 10-yard line as they started this drive at their own 24, so back to their own 10-yard line here. They got to get to the 34-yard line. And it's second down. They're going to fake the handoff. Carpenter keeps it himself. Justin Brown latches onto his back and brings him down after a gain of 1. It's out to the 11-yard line. It'll be third down and 23 here for the Clippers. Nice stop there by Justin Brown as he barreled in, jumped on the back of Carpenter, and brought him back.
It'll be interesting to see what Clear Creek does in this situation, Jamie. They're third and a long ways to go. Are they gonna throw the ball? Are they gonna keep it on the ground? You know, it's pinned back inside their own 20, so inside their own 15 actually. So
watch for the screen pass here. They don't pass a lot as Carpenter looks to pass shotgun formation. He throws, it's almost intercepted as Tyler Kelly had a hand on it, but it falls incomplete. And it's 4th and 23 here for the Clippers. Nice defensive stand there by the Hawks. Now you could have good field position here. You have to take advantage of it.
Absolutely. You should have good field position here. And you know, yeah, exactly right, Jamie. The Hawks had the first 2 possessions of the game. They had good field position near the midfield and couldn't capitalize on it. So
Mangled and Rubina deep to receive this Tyreek Williams punt. As the punt is away, just Rubina. He's back at that's a nice punt back to the West Delaware 30 is where Rubin is going to come up with this one. He's got it up to the 40, tries spinning out, and he's going to get wrapped up. Got to go down there, and he did, as the Hawks will take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Clear Creek-Amana Clippers getting talked to by the official there. As that was Andrew Rorit, as it's going to be 1st and 10 Hawks at their own 39-yard line. Got to get that offense going. Minute 50 left to go in this third quarter. We're not even at 9 o'clock yet. The game moving very quickly here tonight. It's just at an hour for the first half. As the Hawks have it 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Curley the back in the backfield, and Russell puts it on the ground, and Clear Creek-Amana recovers it. It's Drake Mugen on the recovery for the Clippers, and they take over 1st and 10 at the West Delaware 39 as Tanner Russell put that ball on the ground, and the Clippers recover it. Nobody in the area for the Hawks to pick up that ball, and it's 1st and 10 Clear Creek-Amana in West Delaware territory at the Hawk 39-yard line. Minute 46 remaining in the third quarter, 16-7. Clear Creek-Amana with the lead. Wishbone formation for the Clippers. They're going to pitch to Brimmeyer, left side. And he's going to bring it out as Justin Brown, Grant Morris are going to combine on the stop there. They're going to give him the 38-yard line is where they're going to give him that one after forward progress. So a gain of a yard there. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Clear Creek-Amana. Again, Mike Johnson will be in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with the Coach's Corner. He'll talk with all the area coaches from around the area. And Bill Logan will catch up with West Delaware head coach Doug Winkowicz. That all starts tomorrow morning at 9 on the Coach's Corner right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH. They're going to run off to the right side. He brings it up to the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 7 here for Clear Creek-Amana. So pickup of 2 there by Jared Eckery. And 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Clippers as we have 45 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. And the Hawks trailing 16-7. And the winner of this game will move to 6-0 and 4-0 in district play. As they're going to give it off to the right side. I didn't see whose number they called there. The line is still going. It was Eckery. Eckery was the ball carrier there and coming up and making the stop for the Hawks. As it was Drew Ribena who came out, was the last one on the pile there. As they're going to give it to him at the 30-yard line, just short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and 1 here for Clear Creek-Amana. Just inside the 30. They need to get to the 29-yard line of West Delaware for a 1st down, and that's going to do it for our 3rd quarter. So we go to the 4th quarter. West Delaware trails 16-7, as we'll be back for the 4th quarter right after this on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mursh and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Back into Tiff and Jamie Vansky, Aaron Plain Billogan along with you, along with in-studio producer, news director Janelle Tucker, as the Hawks defense has a 4th and 1 upcoming from Clear Creek-Amana. Ashton Carpenter comes set. He gets to put enough of a push forward, falls behind his offensive line, and picks up enough for the 1st down as Justin Brown wraps him up by his feet and drops him after a short game, but good enough for a 1st down. And go through the area scoreboard here. Edco leads Starmont 20-7 in the 4th quarter. In the 3rd quarter, North Scott leads Western Dubuque 10-3. It's 27-0. Xavier leads Independence at the half. North Scott leads, we just did that one. Beckman trails 21-0. That was the 2nd quarter score. Carpenter looks to throw, and it's going to be caught. This is going to be Corey Siders. He's going to be run out of bounds at the 4-yard line. As Tyler Keller was there on the coverage, but he wasn't ready for that. I don't think he was ready for the pass. They don't do it that often, but it is going to be a 1st and goal for Clear Creek-Amana. Ball at the West Delaware 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Back to the scoreboard here real quickly. Mount Vernon leads Anamosa 48-6 in the 2nd quarter. North Lynn leads Alburnett 32-0 at halftime, and in the 4th quarter it's 61-14. East Buchanan leads Postville. They're going to give it, I believe this is Bremeyer, in for the touchdown. I believe it was Cade Gallagher. I should have known. He's their goal line back, and Cade Gallagher goes in for the 4-yard touchdown run. Puts Clear Creek-Amana up 22-7 with 11 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter.
And look, again, Clear Creek-Amana, Janie, capitalizing on that Hawk turnover. I can't remember how many points that is now, turnovers for Clear Creek tonight, but just an unfortunate turn.
Tyreek Williams on for the extra point, looking to make it 23-7. The kick is up, and it is 23-7. Clear Creek-Amana leading the Hawks here with 11 and a half minutes to go in the ballgame. And we're back after this from KMCH Sports.
I make 10 calls when you can make 1 call to Steve Morman Insurance in Manchester and get the best quote from 10 different companies on your auto, home, and farm insurance. You can depend on Steve Morman Insurance for fast, friendly service and quality coverage. Call Kathy or Rachel at your agency of choice in Manchester today, 927-2263.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Back in, West Delaware trails 23-7, 11 and a half minutes left to go in this ball game, and the Clippers will kick off to the Hawks here.
And that last touchdown drive, Jamie, by Clear Creek-Amana, 6 plays, 39 yards, took 2 minutes and 16 seconds off the clock. Gallagher with a 4-yard touchdown run puts Clear Creek up now 23-7 with 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
Tyreek Williams will kick off, deep to receive for the Hawks. Grant Morris and Mitchell Mangold. It'll be Morris from his own 5-yard line. He's going to try to find his blockers, and he's got some room, and Grant Morris up the middle, and he's going to bring it out to the 39, 40-yard line. Nice return there by Grant Morris. And now desperation time here for the Hawks. They've got to get going here as they're running out of time here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, you got to figure, Jamie, with the way Clear Creek runs the ball, the Hawks are probably only going to get maybe 3 more possessions. So, you gotta, like you said, it's desperation mode. So it's time to get going here for the West Delaware Hawks.
And the Hawks will probably need to pass here, and they're going to need time for Tanner Wessels to throw the ball. He hasn't had a lot of that here tonight. Wessels comes set. He's going to run to the left. He gets it out to the 42, 43-yard line before he's brought down. It's going to be a gain of 3 there for Wessels. Hey, Hawkeye fans, don't forget you can catch 90 minutes of Hawk football talk with the voice of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin, and Iowa football coach Kirk Ferentz every Wednesday night at 6:30 right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Wessels to throw. He's got time. He throws it to Kelly. Nice catch across the middle by Tyler Kelly, as he's slow to get up, but he makes the catch at the Clear Creek-Amana 44-yard line. I think he might have knocked the wind out of himself there, the way he went up and came down on that play, as Logan Wynn will check into the ball game for Kelly, as I think that's what it is. He got the wind knocked out of him there, perhaps, as he made a heck of a catch there. So 1st and 10 West Delaware, ball at the Clipper 44. Wessels, shotgun formation, trips receivers to the right. He will pass, looking for down the sideline. He's got Cabron Cook, and it's just off the fingertips, just out of the reach of Cabron Cook, and it falls incomplete. He burnt the defense there. Corey Siders was the closest one there, and he was good 5 or 10 yards away from Cabron Cook. It's incomplete, and 2nd and 10 Hawks at the Clipper 44.
Just overlet him just a hair too much there. Cabron could have walked into the end zone.
Wessels comes set, 3 wide receivers again to the right. They give to Curley. He's got it at the 40, down inside the 40 to the 38, 39-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 39. It's going to be a pickup of 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Hawks. 10:25 left to go, fourth quarter. Hawks trail the Clippers 23-7. Got to sense some urgency here if you're the Hawks. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the far side to the left. Pistol formation. The Hawks are going to call timeout. Coach Winkowicz and Tanner Wessels in agreement on that one. They both call timeout at the same time. It's 3rd and 5 for the Hawks when we come back. You're listening to it on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
The Hawks try to run Tanner Wessels, and that's going nowhere as Tanner Cochran comes up and makes the stop. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th and 5 for the Hawks as they give him a little over a yard there. It's going to be 4th and 4. As it's 4th and 4, 3 wide receivers for the Hawks. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Look for John Nagel. They're going to look across the middle. Tyler Kelly, the pass is incomplete. And here's Tanner Russell's not happy. He got hit late. He walked right over to the person responsible for it, Cole White, and bumped him. No flag on the play, but the Hawks turn it over on downs. So the Hawks turn it over on downs. And it'll be 1st and 10, Clear Creek-Amana at their own 38-yard line. 9:41 left to play in the 4th quarter. Hawks can't let those kind of things get to them here, but at some point, those frustrations are going to come out as they're going to hand off to Gallagher up the middle. He pushes forward to the 43-yard line, where he's going to be brought down. And I put this ball down, 43-yard line, so pick up 5 yards there for Gallagher, and it'll be 2nd down and 5, 9:20 left to play in this ball game. And after our contest here, we will talk to Bill Logan on the sideline, get his stats, and then we'll make our predictions for the Iowa Northwestern game tomorrow. 2nd and 5. They give it to Brimmeyer. Nice hit out there. Who put that hit on Brimmeyer? That was a heck of a hit out there, as it was John Nagel who put a big smack on Brimmeyer there. That's the 2nd time we've seen John Nagel put a big hit on somebody tonight. They give him 1. It'll be 3rd down and 4 here for Clear Creek-Amana with 8:45 remaining in the ball game. Third down and 4, ball at the 44 for Clear Creek-Amana. They're going to give to Gallagher up the middle. He bounced off up. The Hawks had him for a loss, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. Nice job there by that defense as John Nagel and Logan Madlam combine on the stop. It'll be 4th down and 1 here for the Clippers at their own 47-yard line. Punt team out. Now they're just changing. There he is. They're going to send the punt team out, as it's going to be Tyreek Williams to come out to punt for the Clippers. And Tyreek Williams, we've seen enough of him. A 46.2 punt average on the season. Wow. That one's going to go in the end zone. If it doesn't, that would be a bad break for the Hawks. That ball bounced at the 2-yard line. What a punt by Tyreek Williams. And the Hawks will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 7:56 left to go in the 4th quarter. As the Hawks will get it back, looking to do something here.
You talk, Jamie, it's still, 23-7, still a 2-possession game. So, but the Hawks are just having a hard time just getting the ball, minus the touchdown, just getting the ball in the red zone. I think they've had it in the Clear Creek red zone twice tonight.
1st and 10, Wessels will run to the left, and it's just nothing going. And there's Cole White again. And those two again having words. As Cole White and Tanner Wessels again coming together after a play, as a gain of 1 there by Wessels. It'll be 2nd down and 9. And now the Hawks will come back set. Empty backfield. 4 wide receivers for Wessels. He's looking across the middle, looking for Nagel. Overshot him, and Corey Siders is going to pick it off at the West Delaware 35 and be brought down at the 46-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Clippers at the West Delaware 45-yard line. Over the head of John Nagel and right into the hands of Corey Siders. Siders, his 4th interception of the season. And this one here with 7:23 left to go in the 4th quarter. And the Clippers leading West Delaware 23-7. As they come back set at the West Delaware 45-yard line, 1st and 10. As they're going to run here as they give it to, it's going to be Brimmeyer, and he's going to be wrapped up as Harrison Goebel on the stop at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards. They're going to mark it down at the 39. A pickup of 6 that time for Brimmeyer. And it'll be 2nd down and 4 here for the Clippers. 2nd down and 4 for Clear Creek-Amana. As they come set, Ashton Carpenter, the quarterback. under center. They're going to pitch. This is Eckery off to the right side, and he's got it outside, still on his feet, down near the 35. They're going to mark him down at the 36. It was Harrison Goebel on the stop. He comes up grabbing his left arm there. As the Clippers face a 3rd and 1, ball at the West Delaware 36-yard line. We've seen tonight, Aaron, they've pretty much proven tonight the reason why they've got one of the best defenses in the state, as they gave up 22 points coming in, have only given up 7 here tonight through 6 games.
Yeah, absolutely, and they just play good fundamental football. They tackle well, and they play their scheme the way, just exactly how it's designed. So, very sound football team here at Clear Creek-Amana.
Carpenter, the senior quarterback, is going to carry this one down to the West Delaware 34-yard line. It's going to be good for a Clipper first down. First and 10, Clear Creek-Amana at the West Delaware 34-yard line. First and 10. They're going to give to Eckery off to the right side. He's going to push forward for a pickup of about 7 yards there. And he's going to bring it down inside the West Delaware 30 to the 28-yard line. Pickup of 7 will bring up 2nd down and 3 here for Clear Creek-Amana. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go, 4th quarter. Hawks trail 23-7. And right now, Clear Creek-Amana just doing what they can to run out this clock.
Yep.
And they're doing a good job of it here.
Yeah, picking up 5, 6, 7 yards on first down makes life pretty easy when you're dealing with 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. So
here we go. Carpenter's going to hand off to Eckery. He's going to run it up the middle, off to the right side, and he's going to carry it down to the West Delaware 23-yard line, and that's going to be good for another Clipper first down. As mangled on the stop for West Delaware there, with 5 minutes left to go in this contest. And first down and 10 here for Clear Creek-Amana at the West Delaware 23-yard line. So the clock will run here. West Delaware with 2 timeouts remaining here. Clear Creek-Amana with 3 at their disposal. As it's first and 10 as Carpenter will come set. Wishbone formation, they give to Gallagher up the middle, and he's still pushing forward. He's a big back out there. He gets it down to the 20-yard line for a pickup of 3 there as Gallagher, the 5'10", 215-pound fullback for Clear Creek-Amana, picks up 3, and it's 2nd down and 7 at the West Delaware 20-yard line with 4:15 left to go in the ballgame, and a 23-7 Clipper lead. As Ashton Carpenter will let that one run all the way down again. No play clock here. That's one of the things we noticed coming when we got here, as they're going to give to Eckery. He gets down to the 19-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 1 yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. No play clock. So you watch Carpenter there. They're trying to run down the clock, and he's looking to the sideline, waiting for the coaches to tell him to go ahead and run the play, as they don't have that in front of them like most places we've been this year.
Yeah, absolutely. At Brownfield, the play, the 25-second clock is right in front of you, so you can see where you're at. Here, it's nice new facility. We thought it was kind of unique that they didn't have the 25-second play clock here.
As now they get set, it's 3rd down and 6. They're going to pitch it out to Brimmeyer, and he's down to the 16-yard line. Gain of 3 there. It'll be short of the first down. Short of the first down for Clear Creek-Amana, but it'll be 4th down and 3 here for the Clippers. So 4th and 3 upcoming for Clear Creek-Amana. They're watching the clock, trying to figure out. I think they're going to run this all the way down here and call a timeout. Is Clear Creek-Amana. And they're waiting with 2:44 left to go, and they're going to take a timeout. So Clippers take a timeout. 2:41 left to go in this 4th quarter. We'll take one along with them. We're back after this from KMCA Sports.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
A 4th and 2 run by Ashton Carpenter comes up empty, and the Clippers turn the ball over on downs to the Hawks, and now Curley's going to run the ball. Just about lost it as he's up to the 19-yard line. Up to the 19-yard line here for Clear Creek-Amana. And I think right now, as they're going to run a pass play here, are the Hawks. A nice catch out there, still on his feet and running with it is Tyler Kelly up to the 43-yard line of Clear Creek-Amana. And again, very important here, looking at tiebreakers moving forward. The 17-point rule is not in effect as the Clippers only lead by 16 here, so the Hawks do not want the Clippers to score here as Wessels will pass. He's going deep down the field. As the ball's on the ground, there's a penalty marker down, and the Clippers are going to pick it up, and they're going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Clear Creek-Amana, as it was number 10. There's a penalty down. It's Drake Mugin. I believe was there not a penalty? The marker. There's the marker. Yeah. So it appears I spoke too soon on that 17-point rule, as now it is in effect, 29-7. I didn't see. I was looking for the pass down the field, got knocked out of the hands of Tanner Wessels, and Mugin picks it up and takes it to the house, 29-7. Tyreek Williams on for the extra point to put the Clippers up, 30-7. The kick is up. Looks like it went right. It stayed in, 30-7. Clear Creek-Amana leads it with 1:54 left to go in this ball game, and we're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Hi, this is Jamie Baskey at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Back into Tiffin. Hawks trail 30-7. 1:54 left to go in the game after the fumble recovery from Clear Creek-Amana. And into the end zone. The scoop and score by Drake Mugin. And the Clippers lead at 30-7. As Tyreek Williams' kick is going to be taken by Grant Morris at his own 5-yard line. As he's waiting for his blockers, he's going to bring it out. Morris has it at the 30, 35, up to the 36, 37-yard line. And that's where the Hawks will start with it, 1st and 10 with 1:47 left to go in this contest. So, looking ahead here, if you're the Hawks, if you can try to put a score on the board here late, try to eliminate that 17-point rule, as it could come down to that matchup with Clear Creek-Amana and Davenport Assumption.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what you got to focus on now. And then also, look at the film and try and...
Wessels is going to pass. He's got Nagel at the 45-50. Nagel's still pushing forward and going to be run out of bounds at the Clear Creek-Amana 46-yard line. The 46 for Nagel, and the Hawks have it 1st and 10. Have it at the 46-yard line of Clear Creek-Amana. Wessels, shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right for the Hawks. He looks to pass. He's rolling left. Now he's going to throw it deep. He's got a man out there. It's Kelly, and it's through the hands of Tyler Kelly. The Hawks have got to have that one. That's too many drop passes we've seen out of the Hawks the last couple of weeks, and that's something we said coming in that they need to clean up, and saw it again there. Another drop pass, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, those are, and if you're Tanner Wessels, you can't throw the ball any better. You can't throw it anywhere any better than that and in a better spot. So it's just a matter of looking the ball in and catching it.
Wessels to pass again. He's looking for Cook down the middle. That's intercepting Corey Siders once again. That will be his 5th interception of the year, 2nd tonight, as Siders brings it down, and now a penalty marker. Did one of the Hawks come up and hit him late after he was on the ground? They mark it at the 30, or at the 35. As Mangold came in for the tackle. It might have been late, as we'll see what it is. As our official looking to make a call, still waiting for the call. It's going to be unsportsmanlike on the Hawks. I believe it was a late hit against the Hawks. And the Clippers are going to take over here. $30-7 is our score in favor of Clear Creek-Amana. And I think all they got to do, they're just going to should just have to run the timeout here, as they have it at their own 36-yard line. They're going to give it up the middle. Ball's on the ground. Well, the Hawks have recovered it. Now the ball's on the ground once again, and the Hawks pick it up again. I believe it was Wilbena who had it first. The Hawks get it back, as it's going to be Logan Madlin who picked it up the 2nd time. And the Hawks get it back 1st and 10 at the Clipper 43-yard line with 1:15 left to go and trailing 30-7. So we've seen a great defensive effort by Clear Creek-Amana here tonight, as we thought we would, but the Hawks just couldn't really get anything going on the offensive side of the ball here tonight as they try to go for it here. Wessels, shotgun formation. He looks to pass. He's got Kelly on the outside. He's got it at the 35, still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds at the 30. They're going to give him the 31-yard line of Clear Creek-Amana, and that's good for a Hawk 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10, Hawks at the Clear Creek-Amana 31-yard line. Wessels, shotgun formation. He looks to pass. He's looking right. He's going to throw it to Nagel. Nagel's got it at the 20, and he's going to barrel his way forward down to the 16-yard line with 1:02 left to go, and I believe Hawks have a 1st down. The Hawks are going to call a timeout. Again, we talk about, you may not think down 30-7 that this score is important, but again, the Hawks trying to eliminate the 17-point rule for Clear Creek-Amana. So the Hawks take a timeout. We'll keep it right here with 1:02 left to go in this ball game. It's 30-7. Clear Creek-Amana leads it. Don't forget our area online and play that game of the week. You can hear that at the conclusion of our game here tonight as the final. Edco defeats Starmont 20-7 on homecoming night 2016, and that's a great turnaround. That's a big win for the Vikings after playing Monday night and getting beat 48-6 against Wapsie Valley, getting beat up against a very good Wapsie Valley team. They come back and defeat Starmont tonight. So you can catch that game right after us with Kevin Shookman and Dan McClain after our broadcast here. And then tomorrow morning, hear what all the coaches have to say about tonight's game with Mike Johnson in the coach's corner tomorrow morning at 9 right here on KMCH. 1:02 left to go. The Hawks out of the timeout. Wessels looks to pass. He's looking to the far side. He's got a man out there. That's Kelly down near the 5-yard line. That's good for a Hawks first down. And the Hawks have it first and goal at the Clear Creek-Amana 5. 56 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter.
Good throw there by Tanner Wessels on that long out pattern there by Tyler Kelly, and good job by Tyler of looking it in and advancing it forward. So, again, we talk about that 17-point rule. We'll talk about it a little more. This is going to be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, West Delaware, as it's Tyler Kelly in for the touchdown, and makes it 30-13 in favor of Clear Creek-Amana. And now the very important extra point. We'll see what the Hawks do, as, again, the 17-point differential comes into effect here. Again, that is the tiebreaker if there's a three-way tie for a district title. So that's very important here, this extra point for the Hawks to try to eliminate that 17-point differential, as right now it is a 17-point lead for Clear Creek-Amana. Aaron Tolan for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. 30-14. West Delaware trails it. A 16-point lead for the Clippers with 53 seconds left to go. We'll be back after this from KMCH Sports.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Back into Tiffin. It's 30-14. West Delaware trails here with 53 seconds left to go in this ballgame. As we'll take a complete look at your scoreboard after our game here tonight. We do have a final. Western Dubuque lost 26-7 in that game against North Scott tonight. An onside kick by the Hawks. Corey Siders picks it up at the 42-yard line. And now you would think the Clippers are just going to run it out here with 52 seconds left to go. As it's 30-14, Clear Creek-Amana leads it here. And, of course, West Delaware has just tied for the most points that Clear Creek-Amana has given up this year. They gave up 14 against Dubuque-Wahlert, 14 here to West Delaware, and then, of course, 8 in Week 1 to Mount Pleasant. As the Clear Creek-Amana student section telling us all to travel safely, and we appreciate them telling us to travel safely, as the knee coming from Ashton Carpenter, and they will have to take one more before this game is over, as they will have to take one more knee here. And the Clippers will move to 6-0 in overall and 4-0 in district number 4 play. As one more knee. So we'll get a Western Dubuque. We're gonna check the Western Dubuque score. We'll have to check that one here. I believe that was a sophomore score that I got between Western Dubuque and North Scott. We'll check that score and we'll get it. But that's going to do it for us here tonight. 30-14 the final. 30-14, Clear Creek-Amana wins this game here tonight. We'll be back to wrap it all up right after this. You're listening to West Delaware Football from KMCH Sports.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Back into Tiffin as the Hawks fall here tonight, 30-14 against Clear Creek-Amana. And Aaron, we heard coming in how good this defense was of Clear Creek-Amana's. We definitely saw that here tonight, and a great performance by this defense from Clear Creek-Amana.
Yeah, it was, Jamie. It was a kind of a performance that you'd expect out of a top 10 ranked team in the state. And give them credit where credit's due. They played an outstanding game against the Hawks. I think there was a few times there where the Hawks might have, caused some errors on their own too with the block punt and the fumbled punt as well. So, if the Hawks play a little cleaner game, the score might look a little different, but they didn't. And so now it's time to go back and fix these things that happened, and hopefully come back next week against Equalers and get a W.
Absolutely. As we will talk a little bit about that as we dissect this game here a little bit, but I tell you what, the Hawks tonight, they battled back, and you got to appreciate them coming back at the end there to get that 17-point differential out of reach for Clear Creek-Amana and put that last touchdown on. But again, a little too late there for the Hawks putting points on the board as they lose 30-15. We'll do a quick check of the scoreboard before we talk to Bill Logan, as he's still down adding up his stats, as Edco defeated Starmont tonight 20-7. It's 17-17. Western Dubuque is tied with North Scott in the fourth quarter. Cedar Rapids Xavier defeated Independence tonight 45-0. In the third quarter, North Fayette Valley leads Beckman 28-0. Mount Vernon leading Anamosa in the third quarter 62-6. North Lynn in the fourth quarter leads Alburnett 38-0, and East Buchanan in the fourth quarter leads Postville 61-14. As Bill Logan joins us down on that West Delaware sideline. And Bill, a tough one tonight as the Hawks go down here 30-14, the final score against Clear Creek-Amana. And just too little, too late for the Hawks. As Coach, we'll see if we got Coach Winkowicz. Coach Winkowicz will join us here momentarily, as we'll catch up with him here real shortly, as the Hawks fall tonight 30-14, as Coach Winkowicz is on with us now. And Coach, we knew coming in they had a very good defense, and just a struggle tonight to get that offense going.
Well, I mean, we just, I just told the guys, I said, just in so many aspects of the game, we just kind of self-destructed. We had the huge mistakes on special teams that created two scores, and we just didn't take advantage of some situations, and and struggled moving the chains a little bit. So we got to learn from this. We knew it was going to be tough, and the one thing I told them beforehand is you got to take advantage of every single snap and every opportunity. We just didn't do that tonight.
And we won't keep you too long tonight, Coach, but a very big score, and a lot of people may not realize how big that score was at the end of the game, getting rid of that 17-point win by Clear Creek-Amana, just in case there's that three-way tie at the end of the year. So you got to give your kids effort for going down and scoring there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was big, and we wanted to, send that message to them there late in the game that, hey, you got to finish this because every point matters, and if we can get it down to 16, that's big. So, we're going to learn from this, and, we haven't played real well the last couple of weeks and just kind of left some things on the field, and I think it kind of caught up with us.
Well, next week you guys go on the road again to Dubuque Wahlert, another tough opponent, but again, you've got this next week to prepare for that.
Yeah, we'll get to work here as soon as we get home, Jamie. We're going to get to work.
All right,
So,
thanks.
thank you.
Thanks, Coach. West Delaware head coach Doug Winkowicz here on the post game as a tough 30-14 loss here tonight. As we'll get Bill Logan hooked back up here as him and Coach Winkowicz going to take a look at those stats down there. But we got Aaron. Bill's stats are probably going to tell the story here of what, especially on the offensive side of the ball, as we get him hooked back up here again. He's trying to do all that one-handed. As we'll get him hooked back up here in just a second. As I told you, this is one of my favorite parts of the post game, watching Bill try to hook his stuff back up. But his stats are probably going to tell the story of this game.
Yeah, and they will. And the Hawks. This is a team. The Hawks haven't seen a defense like this year, and they probably, if the schedule bears out the way we look at it, and they might not see a defense like this the rest of the year until they get to the playoffs. So, a good learning lesson. Coach Winkowicz was right. We're going to learn from it and move forward, and hopefully be better for it.
Well, when we're getting Bill hooked up down there, as Bill just a tough night offensively for the Hawks, and coming in here. We knew that this Clear Creek-Amana defense was really tough, and their defense did a great job and went a long ways in winning this ball game tonight. Well, we'll get Bill. Hold on. There you go, buddy boy.
Yeah, they did a tremendous job tonight. I was talking to their chain gang over here in the fourth quarter, and they said that apparently they play up to their competition. He says if you'd have looked at the film from the teams we played the first 5 games of the year, he said we didn't play anywhere near this good. He says so you guys made us play better. So. A little silver lining in there somewhere, I guess. But, you got to give hats off. Clear Creek-Amana came out with a great game plan tonight, and they executed theirs. And the Hawks just, broke down on some plays, and Clear Creek-Amana took advantage of it. It seemed like every one of them.
Absolutely. As we thank Zach McCool as he's heading out the door here for helping me spot tonight. Thanks, buddy boy. We appreciate that. But, Bill, we were just talking before while you were getting hooked up down there. Offensively, the stats are probably, they may show why we only put up 14 points here tonight.
Well, deceptively, yeah. For West Delaware tonight, they rushed the ball 36 times for 97 yards, and that's not West Delaware football. So give Clear Creek-Amana a job. They shut us down. That first drive, we had 46 yards rushing in that first drive when we had the touchdown called back. Only ended up with 97 on the game. So, they gave us 50 yards the rest of the game. So they really, really shut that down. But, you look at it, they were putting 7, 8, 9 guys in the box, so they were going to shut the run game down. Passing-wise, we probably just didn't exploit them as good enough, and hopefully we'll get a shot at them again here somewhere along the line in the playoffs here, hopefully, and can kind of, do some of that. 13 out of 24 passing with 2 interceptions, 213 yards. So 310 yards of offense tonight by the Hawks, so under their average. But there again, Clear Creek-Amana, that ball control team, I don't know what the time of possession is, but it's heavily in favor of Clear Creek-Amana again this week.
Well, Bill, we talked about it with Coach Winkowicz. You probably heard us talking about it there at the end, how big that score was at the end for the Hawks.
Well, and more reasons than one. That 16-point, that 1 point might come into play somewhere along the line, but, nothing else. Confidence. Knowing the fact that we can move the ball and go down and finish it and score. They just couldn't do that. They had many opportunities. I'd have to look at my sheet here, how many times we turned the ball over on possessions tonight. Punting, Clear Creek-Amana punted 6 times. Hawks only punted twice, but one of those was blocked at our own 5-yard line right before the half, and that was huge. And that was kind of that big momentum thing. Had it been only 10-7 going into half, that's a whole different ball game. But, that's why you play them and give your hats off to Clear Creek-Amana.
Absolutely. Well, this coaching staff is, and I know, they're going to go right back to work. They're actually working on fixing some things right now behind you, but a great coaching staff, and they're going to figure this thing out yet.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those learning lessons, a life lesson, and they learned something here tonight, hopefully, and they're going to get back together in the morning and talk about some of these things. I'm sure they'll dissect that. They'll look at a little bit of this and figure out some of the things they did wrong and hopefully correct them in practice and get going here. It's kind of 2 performances in a row. One was a win, one was a loss, and they've got to learn some things from here. And now they got their backs against the wall. They got to go down and they got to perform and they got to win these next 3 games.
Absolutely. Well, buddy boy, speaking of ball games, there's one tomorrow in Iowa City, not too far from here.
Not far from here. Guys should just walk from here and be there first thing in the morning.
Well, you know what? We'll let you do that if you would like. But we've got a game Northwestern tomorrow, 11 o'clock inside Kinnick Stadium, homecoming night, as we will I think we're just going to let you go last so you can see what everybody's doing since you have not had a win yet this year.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up.
Aaron, victorious last week, buddy. First one in a while. Hey. As you picked 24-17 last week, which was 41, but only 21 points scored in that ball game. So we'll let you go first this week. This is how this works. Is you get to pick first.
All right. I'm not used to this. I'm going to go low this week because I just don't think a lot of points are going to be scored again tomorrow. So I'm going to go. I think the Hawks will win, but it's going to be brutal. I'm going to go 17-14 Hawks.
So 17-14, a total of 31 points. I won the week before, so I will go next. I'm going to give the Hawks a little more cushion than that. I'm going to go Iowa 24, Northwestern 14, so a total of 38 points. Now I'll give you Swish's pick, Bill, so you know what you've got. So far you've got a 31 and a 38. Swish went 31-16, Hawkeyes. That's 47, so I'm sure you've got a decision to make. Are you going to go somewhere in the middle of that 47 and 38, or are you going to go high?
Well, let's see here. That's a tough. I didn't expect those kind of scores, I'll tell you that. Geez, I think it's going to be low scoring as well. I just don't think that either team's going to be an offensive juggernaut tomorrow. I think both defenses are probably going to hopefully step up and play some football. Aaron had 31.
Yep.
I'm going to go lower than that. I'm going to go 30. I'm going to go 17-13.
17-13.
He'll get boxed in there.
Wow, 17-13. So Bill's got 30. Aaron has 31. I have 38. And Swish has 47. So Aaron, you're boxed in pretty tight.
My reign lasted all of 7 days.
There you go. Exactly.
All right, Bill. Thanks a lot for everything, and we'll do it again next week in Dubuque.
All righty, sounds good.
Bill Logan down on the West Delaware side. So that hurts, doesn't it, Aaron? Man, that hurts. Now we know what
until it's 17-14 tomorrow.
There you go. Now you know what Bill feels like when that happens. Hey, you take 17. You take 17, 15, or 16 if you would wanted to. Well, Aaron. We got to bounce back. The Hawks do. We got Dubuque Waller, another game at your alma mater's field next week over at Loris, as we'll be there and ready to go next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And I look forward to the Hawks fixing these things up from tonight and bouncing back next week.
20-17, North Scott defeats Western Dubuque tonight. 20-17, the final. Another score: North Fayette Valley leads Beckman 35-0 in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon leading Anamosa 62-6 in the third quarter, and North Lynn leading Alburnett 38-0 in the fourth quarter, and East Buchanan leading Coastville 61-14. That game in the fourth quarter. Finals tonight: Edco defeats Starmont 20-7, and Cedar Rapids Xavier defeats Independence 45-0. That's going to do it for us here tonight. And we would like to thank the sports boosters here on KMCH, all 40 of them this season, because without them, this broadcast wouldn't be possible. So we encourage you to get out there and shop locally as we turn the calendar over to October tomorrow. Again, thank those local sponsors for bringing you high school football here on KMCH. I want to thank news director and in-studio producer tonight, Janelle Tucker, for running the board for us this evening. And most of all, thank you, the listeners, for tuning in. For my partners, Aaron Pleen and Bill Logan, and spotter, Zach McCool, this is Jamie Vasky saying good night from Clipper Field in Tiffin, Iowa. Once again, a final: the Clear Creek-Amana Clippers 30, the West Delaware Hawks 14. You've been listening to West Delaware football on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH. Stay tuned for this week's Area Online Playback Game of the Week as Edco hosts Starmont for Homecoming 2016. And with the call of that game, along with Dan McClain, here's Kevin Schuckman. Have a good night, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. You're welcome.